Sorry, my cat knocked over my phone and I accidentally ended the video. But anyways, the words themselves. Here, let me move you. What? Excuse you? He usually doesn't do that. But I guess today he just wants to be a little contrarian. Anyways, the comment that this person made, it wasn't as if it was difficult to understand, but apparently, apparently, because the word, I think the comment itself contained words like vague or inarticulate or words like that that are not necessarily used every day but can be used every day. Because of the comments had that word in it or those kinds of words in it, somebody thought, oh my goodness, this is a ChatGPT answer that someone made. Are you actually going to say that because someone is more articulate than you that they are using ChatGPT to write a comment? Okay, I know that some people in school use ChatGPT to make answers to homework assignments. I don't do that because I actually know how to write, and I actually put a lot of effort into being able to write. So I actually can write. I mean, I write books. I'll talk about this some other day, but I actually have written several books that are on a few online platforms. But the idea that you have to use, first of all, ChatGPT, if I was going to use it, I wouldn't use it for a YouTube comment. That is just so, I would just write in one sentence, for example, this video has a cute cat, or the cat in this video is cute, or when she was talking about the weather report, I'll just say, I'll remember to take the weather or an umbrella with me. Or I could say, I shall. I'm pretty sure shall was going to be reacted to in the same way. They'll say, oh, if you use the word shall, you use ChatGPT or something. No. It means that I actually read books. I read books, and I also am a good writer compared to you. But it was just very interesting, to say the least, that I don't know if it as a society it shows that we're getting less intelligent, or if that people are lowering standards, or if it's both. It actually could be both. It very easily could be both. It's very depressing, to say the least. I don't like it. But anyways, there was just one thing I wanted to talk about. And, yeah, the necklace fell off, but I'll put it back on. Some odd humming noise was airing around. Anyways, what else I want to talk about? Oh, it is a car. It is a car. I thought it sounded like a humming of a car. Anyways, the other thing I wanted to talk about, so I'll put this in the title of this video. Yeah, I'll just separate the two videos. I don't care. What was I saying? Yeah. So there was this one guy that I was kind of interested in for a while, probably around a few months, because, yeah, a few months. I was kind of interested in him, and then, yeah, I asked him out. Well, I didn't ask him out, actually. Because I'm not that courageous when it comes to asking people I like out. So I just kind of said that I thought, I'll try to remember what I said. The basic summary, basically the gist of what I said was, I think you're really nice, and I think that, or I said, I consider you to be a nice person. I consider you to be a nice person, and I enjoyed the time that I was able to spend with you, in the instances that we were able to spend time together. And I don't expect you to reciprocate how I feel, but I just wanted to let you know how I felt. That's basically what I said. And then, unfortunately, well, it's not unfortunate, it's just the way it turned out was like, he didn't reciprocate it. So, yeah, that was actually, interestingly enough, that was the first time I ever really told someone how I felt when it came to romantic feelings. So, that was an interesting experience, but surprisingly, well, I didn't really expect, first of all, I didn't really expect this person to really respond in a way similar to the way I had indicated my own emotions, because just the numbers are highly unlikely to indicate that. But it was more of a learning experience for me, because it tells me that there's really nothing to be afraid of when you tell someone you like them. Because, listen, I'm just going to say this in the nicest way and in the simplest way possible, but if you tell someone you like them, there's only really two responses. One is um, or two varieties of responses. One is where they're nice to you, regardless of if they say, yeah, I like you, or no, I don't like you. Or they're going to be rude and say, I can't believe that you thought you had a chance with me, or I can't believe that you fell for me. It just goes into two varieties. And what I think most people need to realize is that if somebody is going to be rude to you anyways when you tell them that you like them, because telling somebody you like them is a pretty profound thing, because it's showcasing how you believe that person is of a certain caliber, and you wanted to tell that person that. And if any person out there says to you or responds to you in a negative way, don't feel bad. You shouldn't feel bad. I'm not saying that this person, the guy that I talked to and said I like you, I'm not saying he did that. No, he was very respectful. And I think I'm gonna, if I ever have it, I don't think it will happen because I'm not beautiful, so no one's interested in me. But if somebody somewhere said to me, I really like you, I'm probably going to model my response after the one he gave me, which is, I don't really share that sentiment, but I can still appreciate it. So um, that's how I'm probably going to, that's probably the best way you can respond. I think that's actually a really good response. I should probably write it down, but um, I don't think I'll have to because I'll remember this for a while. But yeah, love confessions, it's probably a good idea to do it because I wanted to actually get over this person because I honestly did not think I had a chance with this person. So I kind of wanted to move on and start looking at other avenues. And once I did tell him that I liked him, I was able to move on. And there was really no issue, I would say. I was fine. I can now think of other people. It is very uncomfortable. I must confess, it is very uncomfortable when I'm walking on the sidewalk and I pass by the person because I just think, oh my goodness, I hope he doesn't think any less of me because I told him. I don't think he does, but it's just rather uncomfortable to say the least. I said this to me. I hope it's not uncomfortable to him. What's that noise? I keep hearing it. Oh, it's one of the neighbors. One of the neighbors. Actually, I know that. I know him. I won't say his name because I just want to give him privacy, but I actually know him. But yeah, that happened it's been, actually today will be a week and a day, so 8 days from today it happened. I should probably post more videos because there's a lot going on in my life from day to day. Not a lot, but there's not a lot of things actually, but there are several interesting things I like to talk about. Especially the ChatGPT thing. I could not believe that. The ChatGPT, if you're an articulate person, you'll get accused of being a user of ChatGPT on a YouTube comment. Anybody who accuses you of using ChatGPT probably is not that smart. And probably can't write either. Maybe I should write a book that says how to write, and I'll make it under 50 pages so that people will actually read the book instead of quitting halfway through, which I've done too. Trust me, all the books here, my goodness, that necklace keeps falling off my neck. But trust me, there are several books I've quit halfway through. Yeah, it happens. So I guess I can try to write a book. Oh, my cat is screaming downstairs. I don't know why, he was very comfortable up here. But yeah, that's just what I wanted to talk about. Love confessions. I guess there is something to say about the fact that, you know, if you are going to interact with this person for a while, like I am, possibly going to do so. I don't think I will because I think we just won't see each other. But it could be the case where if you are going to interact with this person for a while, you might be afraid to. But here's the thing: if somebody says I like you, that's not, and other people ridicule you, I don't think you should really feel bad about that. Because if somebody said to me that I really like you, if like a guy came up to me and he wasn't a horrible person and I perhaps knew some bit about this person and this guy said, I really like you and I want to kind of get to know you a little more, I would be absolutely flattered. I would be absolutely flattered. And the kinds of people who respond to that kind of very not necessarily compassionate, but very nice message, they don't really, they are unbecoming, I shall say they are unbecoming. Yeah, you shouldn't waste your sentiment on them. I mean, it might be hard to, because there are still parts of me that think, I wonder what it would have been like if he had said yes. that I do like you. And I just have to confess to myself and say, that's something that will, and something that will not happen. It shall not be happening. But um, it is something worthwhile to think about. But yeah, I still wonder if what would happen. So it might not be easy to just get over someone who you like, and then you tell that person I like you, and then that person says, "Oh really? You suck." That would be really sad, and it'd probably be they're very depressing. But I think you should just give yourself time. I gave myself a week to really process the fact that I didn't I liked someone that didn't like me, and I'm not necessarily completely recovered, but giving yourself time is probably the best thing to do. Now, you shouldn't give yourself an exceptionally long amount of time, like 10 years, to get over one person. Um, then you might want to seek professional help. But I'll just say that, yeah, there's nothing wrong with telling someone you like them. Have a little courage. Have a little confidence in yourself. That's a phrase I always live by. Or I say that phrase a lot. One should always have confidence in oneself. Not necessarily, um, confidence is, in my opinion, it's not even in my opinion. Confidence is unrelated to self-esteem or haughtiness, but you should always have confidence in yourself because confidence is one of the best defenses against uh, being degraded by people who shouldn't be degrading you in the first place. Yeah, I guess that's a key takeaway for today. 3 key takeaways. ChatGPT is not always used by articulate people. Confessions of love, you can do that. That's fine. If you live in an open society, I think it's fine if you tell someone you like them. And what was the third one? Yeah, confidence is confidence is key. Just have a little confidence in yourself, and I think you'll be fine. But yeah, that's just what I wanted to say for today's episode of whatever I'm doing. But yeah, take it as you will. By next time, I'm thinking of making a few more of those, flower lapel pens because they're really pretty. But I'm trying to figure out a way where they're not so heavy, because the ones I make, they're not crazy. They don't weigh as much as I don't know, they don't weigh as much as a Titanic. But compared to other lace doilies, which are open work, they're they have a fair amount of weight. So I'm trying to figure out a way to make the pins kind of light so that when you actually move around, the flower petals may kind of move. I heard something. Anyways, the flower petals may wobble around a little so that you can look at them as if it's kind of like a flower blowing in the wind. So I'm trying to figure out how to make it like that, and I'll have to give it more thought before I get to it. But yeah, stay tuned for that. And until then, have some confidence. Have some confidence. But anyways, that's what I wanted to talk about. So I'll see you guys next time. Bye.